Hello everyone. What I'm about to share with you could change a person's life, might even save a loved one's life. Stay tuned. Hi. I'm going to share a personal note with you. Forgive me. 30 years ago, I took my son to kindergarten class, and in his classroom, I developed what they call a panic attack. Now, all of you out there who have panic attacks or who have been diagnosed with agoraphobia know exactly what it feels like. It's terrifying. You think you're dying. My husband ended up taking me to the emergency room many times for 2 to 3 years before they diagnosed me with agoraphobia. And yes, just like many of you, they tried many drugs on me. I was on Xanax, imipramine. I can't even remember all the different drugs they tried on me to help. And what would happen is you go to the psychiatrist and they say, "Well, how you doing this month, Debbie?" And I'd say, "Well, I don't know. I've been having 2 or 3 panic attacks a week." "Oh, well, let's adjust your medicine, and you can come back next month." And I'm sure some of you can relate to this. And then next month, "Well, that was pretty good. I only had 2 panic attacks." "Oh, well, we'll just keep it here. We'll see you next month." It's a vicious cycle. And unless you've had a panic attack, nobody truly understands that feeling or what it's like, but I do. And I can relate to each and every one of you who are experiencing this right now. So, I'd like to share with you a few things and provide you with some insight and help to possibly help you get over agoraphobia and panic attacks. But a little explanation. My understanding when I was going through this was that your body has a normal, calm mode, relaxation mode, whatever you want to call it. Now, regular people, your stress level goes up, telephone rings, your stress level goes up, but it comes back to this normal level. Or kids break a glass, your stress level goes up, and it comes back to this normal level. Well, when you have panic attacks and it turns into agoraphobia, the telephone rings, your stress level goes up, but it only comes down halfway. Kids break a glass or something, look at where the stress level goes and comes back a little more to the point that you end up having a panic attack. Well, when that panic attack happens, your body, your subconscious, your conscious records that in your mind. So a lot of times, if a person goes back to that same place, their body says, "Oh, I'm supposed to have a panic attack." It records all of that. Well, I never did go back to my son's classroom and volunteer to do anything again because I was too afraid of having that panic attack. Today, sure, I could do it. And you can too. It's possible. It's possible for you to get rid of those darn horrible panic attacks. I will also say that they're so scary that some people consider suicide. Even I considered suicide. It's just a debilitating, horrifying experience, and I wish nothing but the best for all of you. So what happened? Well, here's one thing. This is very important. If you don't learn anything else from this video, do know this. It is possible to get over it, and doctors will not tell you that, or at least most doctors won't tell you that. I never came across a psychologist or a psychiatrist who would say, "Hey, it's okay, you can get over this." Nope, just let's try this medication, let's try that medication. Let's change that for all of you. Any of you out there suffering, let's change it, because it's possible. So here's what I did. The town I lived in, which was Champaign, Illinois, actually happened to have a support group. So I went to that support group, but there was no answers or anything else, but they did have several pamphlets. And one of those pamphlets had a home study program from some doctor out in California. I think it was a doctor, I don't remember his name. Like I said, it's been 30 years ago. So it was $150 at the time. Yeah, $150. So I ordered that program and I started going through it. And then I found a workbook by Bourne that was just excellent. And I got that workbook and I got with the group. And mind you, every person in this group had a support person with them, a husband with them, a anyone they could find, because it was hard for them to come to this group by themselves. In fact, I got to the point that I didn't want to go anywhere without my husband, to fear of having a panic attack. Sorry. I haven't forgotten. Thank God I don't have to live through that anymore. And I want that for you guys too. And within the support group that we had, I agreed, I'll tell you what, I will do this book with you, anybody that wants to do the book with me, and I'll stay one chapter ahead, because it is a scary, it can be scary to do that, as you all know, anybody who's had panic attacks. So I took that book and I facilitated the group, and I'm by no means taking credit for all of it. We worked together and we supported each other. So if you do have a loved one or a friend or anybody you know that's got agoraphobia or panic attacks, please, please be patient with them. You can't imagine the fear that goes through their hearts and their minds. It's a horrible experience. And to be honest with you, I wanted to die. I didn't want to live my life like that. I couldn't live my life like that. It was horrible. And I want the best for each and every one of you. If you're out there suffering with this, please watch the rest of this video. And I was addicted to Xanax. It was my happy pill. Anything to make me feel good. So anyway, as I said earlier, got in a support group, worked with the support group. We had about 10 people, all different ages. Some people wanted to travel and couldn't travel. It was all they could do. It was all they could do to get to the support group. So we helped one another. And as we got through that book, I am so happy to say that those people got out of their houses again. They traveled. They enjoyed their lives. I even met my best friend in that group, and we shared so much. And I want this for each and every one of you. So I'm going to share with you the workbook and a link below. It's on Amazon. Get that book. Find a good partner you can trust who will support you, who will read the book with you and help you go through the lessons. And if you don't have maybe someone, see if you can get a support group or find a support group and go through the book together. It's called the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook by Edmund Bourne, PhD. And it comes very highly rated, so if other people can do it, so can you. You don't have to have a professional to do it. All of these, we didn't have anybody. We didn't have anybody. We just had the doctors giving each of us medicine each month to help us cope. We worked through it together with partners. So find yourself a good partner, someone you can trust, and see if they'll commit to working with you through this workbook. And I truly believe that if you go through this book, one chapter a week, and work on it, you're going to get better and maybe regain your whole life back. So let me share with you a little something that you could get started on that could help you. As I was talking to you earlier about the stress and not coming back to a normal level until you reach a panic attack. Well, one of the things, at least they had me do over 25 years ago, was to practice progressive relaxation. Now, progressive relaxation is a little bit different than telling you to close your eyes and dream that you're in a beautiful lake and a nice breeze is blowing. No, it's more tighten your left fist as tight as you can. Can you feel the stress and tension on that? And then relax it and feel the relaxation. And you go through all the parts of your body in a progressive relaxation tape. And I will tell you, at first, when you first start doing it, it can make you uncomfortable. It can make you nervous, but you won't be hurt by it. The more you do it, the more you'll start relaxing, and the more you'll teach your body, instead of doing this and staying there, it's going to come right back down to normal. That's probably one of the biggest factors that helped me, and I'm sure there's other things that can help each of you. So please, I'll put a link, an Amazon link, go in, order the book, and start going through it, because there is help, there are answers, and it is possible to get over it. So my hope and wish for each and every one of you is that you can get over this. It's possible. It takes some work. You need a good support person, but it's possible. And I'm wishing each and every one of you all the best, always.